I'm a little concerned. I feel like I am more concerned now, honestly. I'm gonna rewatch it, obviously, and get some more, I don't know, just rewatch it and think about it more. I'm worried because it looked kind of the same minus the Sky Islands, and that's kind of what I was worried about going into this. That the actual world of Hyrule, the ground, would not be that different. And I know he said that it was, he implied, there's so many differences, we can't go over all of them. But, like, just go over one, because I feel like I haven't seen literally any differences between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom when it comes to the ground. Like, yes, you added the sky, but if there are changes on the ground, like, why would you not show even one of them? Like, that's what I don't understand. I mean, yeah, there was a cave, and it did seem like it went back further than where he actually, just went in the front. But I don't know. It's just kind of like, it doesn't really make me feel better. It just feels like there's not that much that's new. The stable looked identical. It had smoke coming out of the roof or something, but it looked identical to the old game. Identical. There was even the same dog, going around, same thing, the same music. It seemed like there was a couple of bokoblins just around that area, which, is just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like enough. It doesn't feel different enough to me. And I like the idea of the Sky Islands, I guess, but to be honest, I would have rather they had just made the ground better. I liked traversing the world, and I wish they had just kind of, created intricate caves, let you go underwater, added new cities, rebuilt the cities, like Hyrule Castletown and everything that got destroyed. That was kind of what I hoped for. Obviously, even going into this, I knew that wasn't really going to be the case because obviously they're focusing on the Sky Islands. It just makes me nervous because, yes, we saw those new enemies, but like I said when I was reacting to it live, they kind of looked like bokoblins with a different skin. Like, did anyone else get that vibe? Because it really did feel to me like it was just fighting a bokoblin. Like, the way that he did it, just basically, smashing the A button or whatever, just felt like the same gameplay as fighting a bokoblin. And, like, yes, it looks different and it looks cool. I'll give them that. It does look cool. I like that enemy. It looks interesting. I'm excited to play the game and fight it. But just gameplay wise, it just kind of looked like a bokoblin that was in a different skin. And I just don't like that because I'm already sick of fighting bokoblins. And then plus there's already bokoblins in the game still. I've fought them so much in Breath of the Wild that, like, I don't want to do that again. The crafting thing is cool. I'll give them that. It is cool. The fact that you can, like, craft your own weapons like that, I think is a really Nintendo thing to do. I don't know how else to describe it. It feels like a very Nintendo thing to do instead of, like, in other games where you would, like, collect, I don't know, you'd collect steel or wood or whatever and then have a crafting station and you'd put it together and create a sword or something. In this game, you literally just stick things together and it creates a new weapon. And seriously, that's cool. Like, I think there's a lot of things that you can do with that, and I'm sure that there's going to be videos galore of people creating all sorts of different types of weapons, creating all sorts of, different types of crafts, like planes or flying things, cars, boats, whatever. But I don't know, like, I don't play Zelda for crafting is the thing. I'm worried because it almost feels like it strayed even further from Zelda. And I hope that's not true. I really do. But the fact that we just saw 10 minutes of gameplay and I didn't feel like I was watching a Zelda game concerns me. it felt even less like a Zelda game than Breath of the Wild did. And Breath of the Wild already is really teetering on that line between like it's kind of a Zelda game, but also kind of not. It concerns me that it feels like they're really going in the direction of, you can craft a bunch of things, you can, travel a bunch of different ways, you can go through roofs, which will help, make climbing less tedious. And like, yes, these are things that are important. However, it doesn't feel like a Zelda game. Like, it just doesn't. It doesn't feel like I just watched a trailer to a Zelda game. It feels like I just watched a trailer to like a Minecraft game or something, or like, I don't even know. It's cool. It is like it's very open sandbox. You can go anywhere. You can build things and craft things. That's cool. But here's the thing. It's kind of like, it's almost like everything was just putting a new skin on something we've already mechanically done a billion times. I've already crossed rivers a billion times. Is it different that I can put together my own raft and cross a river? Yeah, it's different. I'm not going to say it's not. It is. However, the actual act of like crossing that river is still the same fucking thing. I've already done that. Like, in Breath of the Wild, you could either use Cryonis to cross a river, or you could just swim there, or there were crafts that were already made for you. We've all already like been in a crafted boat and went across, some sort of lake or whatever. Like, mechanically, we've already done that. And yes, it's cool and unique that you can make it yourself, but it just doesn't feel that different. Like, all of this stuff just feels like you just put something different on top of a mechanic we've already done. And just the fact that they took 6 years to make this game, like, if it still doesn't feel like a Zelda game when I play it, I'm going to be immensely disappointed. Honestly, I hate to be pessimistic, I really do, because part of me is like, just trust them, just trust Nintendo, but it's getting really fucking hard to trust them when they keep giving us things where it gives me the feeling that they're focusing on things that I don't care about. Like, it was very clear in this gameplay footage that they were focusing on Sky Islands, on new traversal techniques and mechanics and crafting. And that's cool. Like, it is, but it's not what I wanted to see. Like, I didn't see any new unique mini bosses like in the old games, or real bosses like the old games. I didn't see any fucking dungeons. I didn't see any puzzles. Like, I didn't see any of the things that I associate with the Zelda game at all. I didn't see any part of the story. I still have no idea what's happening. Like, it's just frustrating because it's like, I don't want to spoil the whole game for myself by any means, but I also want to play a Zelda game again. And if I waited 6 years to buy this stupid game and it doesn't even feel like a Zelda game, and it feels less like a Zelda game than Breath of the Wild, I will just be so immensely disappointed. And again, like, I want to trust Nintendo. I want to. But the fact that they put together 10 minutes of gameplay and none of it touched on anything that really felt like Zelda to me, that felt like what made a lot of people fall in love with the series in the first place, it concerns me. It makes me nervous. It almost, I was really hoping that I would come out of this gameplay demonstration and feel more excited for the release, and now I'm honestly more nervous. It honestly, to me, it feels like I don't even want to play it because I'm like scared that if I do play it, it'll confirm what I'm thinking. I'm sorry to be such a pessimist, but I just wanted to give my thoughts after watching that. I definitely want to watch it again and see if I missed anything or whatever, but yeah, I'm genuinely really surprised by that. I feel like they focused on things that I didn't think they would focus so heavily on. I don't think they needed to focus on like essentially crafting for 10 minutes. I think they really could have brought in other stuff, but I don't know, maybe they just want to keep all that stuff a secret, and that's fine if that's the case, but again, just makes me nervous. So, all right, well, I'm really excited to hear what everyone else thinks. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are watching that. And I'm definitely going to be looking around YouTube for other people's reactions and trying to get a feeling for what other people are thinking. So thank you so much for watching. I am working on a Breath of the Wild playthrough right now if you're interested. And then I'm gonna do a Tears of the Kingdom playthrough when it comes out as well. So if you liked this video and you're interested in any of that, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.